Hi, my name's Aaron Barker, and I'm an adventurer. I love to adventure with Jesus, I love to adventure with my wife Rhonda, and I love to adventure with my 3 children, Jacob, Ariel, and Haley. And we love to serve the Lord together as a family. I've been serving the Lord in full-time ministry for about 17 years, and over the course of those years, I've been able to serve the Lord as a church planter, as a worship pastor, as a missionary, among a lot of other roles that when you serve the Lord in ministry, you don't get the benefit of just serving the Lord in one little role. A few of the things that I'm really passionate about is I love leading people into the presence of God in a place of worship, and I also love developing young leaders in the worship arts and in other areas of leadership to help take them to the fullness of who God's called them to be. The church is a place where people are gathered together from all different walks of life, and they come together to discover more of who God is, and in that place they find out more about who God says they are. And incredible things happen when communities come together centered around the presence of God and allowing God to speak to their own lives.
Adoration to a joyful King. You are spinning, you are singing.
So I believe that worship is not just us singing praises to God, but it's a conversation. It's us expressing our hearts to the Lord, and at the same time, He loves to express His heart to us. He speaks to our identity, speaks to His love for us. And in that place, we experience God and we experience beauty in ways that can only be experienced when you're in the presence of God. God's actually called us to worship Him every single day with all our heart, soul, mind, and strength. So one of my favorite passages that I believe speaks to how worship is meant to be led is Psalm 78, verse 72, where it says that David shepherded them with integrity of heart, and with the skillfulness of his hands he led them. And so what I really believe that speaks to is the combination of heart and excellence. And so when we are worshiping the Lord as a community in our church services, we're attentive to the details of excellence. But at the same time, we never let that attentiveness to detail take away the heart of what's happening.
It's gonna be wild, it's gonna be great, it's gonna be
So why do I lead worship? Well, I lead worship because in my own personal experience with the Lord, worship has probably been the most significant thing in helping me grow in my walk with Christ. I believe we live in an unprecedented time where God's moving in historic ways. And I think this time that we live in is a time where God's raising up radical believers that aren't satisfied with just living out their daily lives without something more to give their lives for than just a paycheck. God's calling people to live radically for Jesus, and people aren't satisfied with the status quo. People want to experience more than what they are experiencing on a daily basis. They want to experience more than maybe what they've even experienced in their past in church. They are ready to walk out a relationship with Christ that consumes every single part of their lives. And I believe that this hour that we live in, God is raising up young people from all around the world that are catching on fire in their relationship with Christ. And that fire is spreading. It's spreading across school campuses, it's spreading across the workplace, it's spreading across families, and people's hearts are coming alive towards the Lord in ways that I believe truly are historic.
Jesus, you're so good to me, Lord. Let's just sing a simple chorus out to the Lord. Lamb of God, sweet Lamb of God, you died for me, now I live for you, now I live for you.
Thanks for taking the time to watch this video and let me share my heart. And I pray that the Lord blesses you with the fullness of His plans for you, and that you experience the greatness of God as you live out your relationship with Christ.